Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Toronto, and today I'm going to be talking about Ghostbusters. No, that's wrong, Goosebumps. The new trailer has arrived for Goosebumps, so we're going to be talking about that. So, pretty much every 90s kid can rejoice because their favorite book series, let me turn down the brightness so you can see my eyes a little bit. Every 90s kid can rejoice because their favorite book series, their favorite TV series, is actually going to be brought back to the big screen in a movie called Goosebumps. This film stars Jack Black as R.L. Stine, the author of the Goosebumps series, and I'm sure many of you, like myself, have had a lot of experience watching Goosebumps back in the day and reading. Personally, I remember watching more of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and I would love to eventually own those movies on DVD because how much I loved that series, or if they ever come out on Blu-ray. I mean, they haven't come out on DVD, I doubt they'll ever come out on Blu-ray, but nonetheless. But I do remember my fair share of Goosebumps home videos, and, Slappy the Dummy was one of the most memorable characters from my childhood. And if you aren't familiar with him, it's from the famous Goosebumps book, Night of the Living Dummy, and he's that creepy dummy that pretty much is always represented when we talk about Goosebumps. Nonetheless, I had a sneak peek of this film at CinemaCon these past couple months, and we were talking about it, me and a few other critics, and it's a movie that I have anticipation for because I've seen more connected, where more of the adults and the older critics weren't too crazy about it. Jack Black also starring in it is kind of a polarizing aspect because though I do love Kung Fu Panda, and I've talked about it many times on this channel, I'm not the biggest Jack Black fan. His comedy doesn't always get me, but it looks like in this movie he's playing it fairly straight, not really playing his goofy self. So it depends. And it's not that I dislike Jack Black, I can't take him, I can't get all the way into his comedy. I mean, my girlfriend loves School of Rock. I don't hate that movie. It's just not one of my favorites. It's nothing spectacular, but a lot of people love that movie. Nonetheless, the Goosebumps trailer is here. If you've not seen it, head over to ChasingCinema.com, and what you'll be able to do there is click the news button at the top of the page. It'll take you to all these videos that I do, which are pretty much all of our movie news updates. And if you want to see more, of course, you can check them all on that channel. But find this video in particular, click the link below, and it will take you immediately to the trailer of Goosebumps. So, in this movie, it seems that a young boy moves next to R.L. Stine and kind of develops a relationship with his daughter. And come to find out through a mischievous evening, if you open up the books in R.L. Stine's basement, the monsters have the ability to come out. And, we see the Yeti come out of the book, and he's huge, and we're kind of looking at him, and we're in awe. And obviously, there's some kid comedy there of a boy screaming, and, it looks like it could be a really fun, imaginative movie. It doesn't look like it's going to have very much depth to it. It doesn't look like it's going to have some real moral meaning, more or less just saying, oh, look, these are all the things that scared you when you were younger, 90s kids, or 80s kids, technically. I keep saying, I need to knock that off. But I think that's cool. However, by looking at this trailer, it looks a little bit too clean, a little bit too glossy to kind of be that creepy, scary feel. I mean, I'm not worried about them going and shooting out on film, but it does look a little bit too clean, too glossy for it to be like to be really creepy. I will say though, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this movie will be an enjoyable time for kids and adults and people who read Goosebumps while they're younger. Obviously we're going to be getting a lot of references. The one thing I really didn't see clearly in this trailer, and did not see at CinemaCon's presentation, unless I must have missed it, is I've not seen Slappy the Dummy yet. And to me, that is the biggest part, is I need a really great representation of Slappy the Dummy. If I keep referencing that and you're not getting it, just YouTube Slappy the Dummy, or Google him, you'll realize real quick who exactly I'm talking about. But nonetheless, we have the Gnomes coming out, trying to kill these characters. It's just going to be a really fun adventure, I hope it really works that way, too, as a great, fun adventure. Not just something that's used to gain money, a property that we're just going to use the title for to gain money. And I'm hoping this movie doesn't do that. Nonetheless, again, if you want to check it out, go to ChasingCinema.com. But I want to know your opinions on the Goosebumps trailer down here in the comment sections below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this movie. on Jack Black in this picture, what you thought of the trailer, because my favorite part about doing these videos is actually having the conversation in the comment sections below. So let's do that now. Also, guys, like I said, every day I do updates on movie news and sometimes TV news on pretty much anything going on in the world of motion picture. Today I talked about Darth Vader. That's right, I talked about the Lord Sith himself. I talked about Spider-Man, and I also talked about The Finest Hour. So go check out all of those videos, all available on our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode and always kept up in the loop. And on your way out, guys, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you appreciated what I did today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm your host, Jacob Toronto, and please continue chasing cinema.